Hey, it's Rodney G. It's Garden Out Silent, back here with another episode. And if you've been rolling with me, now you know by this time I'm in San Diego. I'm realizing that I may have messed up. I might have kept my ass in Tucson at this point. But I'm in it now, and I got to figure it out. I have no assistant. Told I was going to have an assistant. I'd asked a lot of times about having an assistant, and she had plans to go to another location because, quite frankly, she put in the application for this, and once again, she was turned down by the company for not having the degree. And I had a degree, and I didn't know this was going to be an issue. I was just basically coming in because I got hired. But nonetheless, I was dealing with my own issues still. I was staying late. I was getting up early. I was missing my treatments. And at this time, I was in Pacific Beach, California, and I would take the bus to La Jolla, to where my job was at. And that was only, I would say, about 25 minutes. Not a real hassle. It was a beautiful ride. I'm always prepared to get there early. It's just now I don't have an assistant, and it's taking a toll on me to the point where I think it was mental as well. We had a provider there who would, they bring residents in under their program. If you didn't meet certain qualifications, like you could be gone the next day, or by that time I had to look for discharge. So I'm keeping track of all these people, and at this time, as soon as they get in, I need to have a plan where they're going to discharge to. And it's amazing how many people think they're going to go back to where they came from or go back with their family members. And once they get into the facilities, the family go, well, they're not going to be able to come back home. Or they realize that they're not going to be able to go back home and live by themselves because now they can't navigate the stairs. It's too filthy and they can't get around all the junk in the room. And then it becomes the case of trying to find out what you're going to do. And that requires a lot of time from my standpoint as social services. Staying up late again, like I said, it's just a lot of time. And at this was like 2000, I believe 16 still. At this point, I'm in it. I'm working. However, now I'm on weekends. I'm predicting that I'm going to get a phone call. Saturday and Sundays, my day off, I know somebody's going to call me. One, maybe I messed up some paperwork. Or two, somebody decide that they want to leave, that day. They want to get discharged, or the family's coming to take them out for whatever reason, which is common in a lot of places. I have to go in office and do the paperwork and work on getting placement if they don't have placement. And so it becomes a bigger issue. And trying to learn the system of California by yourself can be a daunting task. But whatever I was doing it, I felt like I was always in survival mode, just working. Not to mention like feeling like I'm in survival mode to stay healthy. Eventually I get sick. I believe the first one was I think maybe it was probably anxiety because I was really stressed at this time. So I was sweating and I feel like my chest was like, my heart was pounding a lot. So I ended up going to the doctor's office or to the hospital, and the ambulance came, and I stayed like half a day in the hospital, and not in like the bed, but actually waiting to be seen and having tests done, blood work done. Didn't see anything more. They just like take the day off. We just think it could be distress, whatever. So I went back and managed that. And I would say probably a couple months later, I ended up getting sick, and that time I had pneumonia, and I went in. And I had it before, so I know what it felt like. I believe I went to urgent care, and urgent care had put me down for 7 days to not go work. And I had those 7 days off. Nobody called me because obviously I'm on sick leave, so nobody's calling me. I only could imagine what it looked like with no social services there and people trying to navigate discharges and stuff. But it happened. Somebody did them. I don't know who. I think maybe the assistant helped out, and then I think they had the former social worker help out in some capacity as well. So, but they found it covered. And then when I came back, my office had been relocated. It had been relocated to where admissions used to be at. And admissions took over my office because I had a fairly big office. But the problem was nobody bothered to connect my computer back. There was like soil on my desk. My stuff was all just placed in the box and remained in the box. It wasn't cleaned up. It had looked like somebody moved me out, put my stuff wherever. There was stuff still in the desk. At that point, I felt like I got punched in the stomach because now I know that it's probably time for me to start figuring out what's going to happen. And I decided that with the stress and my treatment's not going well, but the best thing for me was to resign. Problem is, I'm still in San Diego. My wife is still in Arizona. I have no backup plan, but I know I had to resign. I spoke with Marie and she was like, can you stick it out? I'll support you. Do what you need to do. And I was like, I can't stay here no longer. And so I put in my 2 weeks. I have no plan, no job. Marie is supposed to come to California at some point. And we had like a month left on the Airbnb because somebody was allowing us to do monthly rates. So I had like the next month covered and to figure this all out. Well, we have a plan. Sometimes the plan doesn't go well or the plan doesn't happen as fast as you want it to happen. And that's where I'll leave it at right now. I will give you this little hint. Like, I thought this was going to be the first time I was going to be homeless on the street. That's how I'll leave it. I'll leave a little cliffhanger right there. I thought I was going to be homeless. All right. Until next time, which is Monday, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about what happened and do you believe in divine intervention? Some don't, some do. All right. If you wake up, you have a purpose. Bye.